Good afternoon, everyone. I wasn't really expecting to do this today, but I'm obviously happy to do so. I just want to say thank you to Joe and the team for obviously putting this on for us this weekend. It's been incredible. It's been really lovely as well talking to a lot of people that just kind of understand and get obviously what we are going through. Now, I know a lot of you are probably looking at me today because I've had some comments to say that I look too young to be here. So I was diagnosed when I was 31. I'm 35 now. So I was diagnosed with uveal melanoma in Liverpool. That's where I had all my treatment. I was also 6 months pregnant when I was diagnosed, and I had to go through my treatment when I was 7 months pregnant, and I had plaque radiotherapy surgery, which obviously some of you know how difficult that can be. So my son Evan was born a couple of months after, and he's healthy and happy. He's 3 now. He keeps me very busy. And I'm doing well. Obviously the tumour's still there, but it's shrinking, so doing really well. So to take the power back from cancer, I decided to channel all that negative energy that I was feeling, all the anger, all the sadness, and I actually started my own non-profit organisation, which we started this year, and last year I also started a podcast, which is why I'm talking to you guys about it right now. So I started Rise Above Cancer. And if you guys like podcasts, you can find it on Spotify and on YouTube as well, if you just search for Rise Above Cancer podcast. I've had quite a few guests on so far. One of my most recent ones, I've actually spoken to one of the executives from Maggie's, so I do have a contact for you guys if you do want to speak to somebody. And that was really interesting. And just as another example, the one that I released about a week or so ago was the actual optometrist that found my cancer. I was also diagnosed in the middle of the pandemic, which was obviously made things a lot more difficult. And the optometrist that I was with, she shortly left for a different job, and it was the first time then that I'd spoken or seen her since obviously her finding my cancer. I've done a couple of episodes on ocular melanoma as well, so just trying to kind of spread the word and, you know, get the word out there. But yeah, it's okay.
There's a lot of energy and just, it's a tough enough diagnosis, but added the layers, obviously, with your little one, and then COVID is... it's just not needed, is it? That part you could have done without, I'm sure. So... yeah, to turn it into something positive and getting the word out there is fantastic. So thank you.
Thank you. But we do other stuff as well. So I like to kind of do things a little bit differently and try to get to like different sorts of communities. So I'm very passionate about music. So I go to gigs, and the bands and stuff that I work with, they sometimes let me have my little stand where like the merch and stuff would normally be. And I've created resources called zines. If anybody knows what a zine is, it's basically a little magazine that I've self-made myself and published myself, which includes like my story, stuff about ocular melanoma, stuff about other charities as well. And yeah, so I'm hoping to get like a website and stuff and to just kind of grow. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't think any of us know what we're doing half the time. But you find a way, and you find people that help you if you don't know, obviously, if you're not an expert in a certain area. Yeah, it's just trying to spread the word. And another main reason why I've done it is to just talk about cancer, because a lot of people just don't know what to say, and I think sometimes that's worse than saying the wrong thing. So it's just trying to educate people on communicating. I just think it's something that's just really important to me, and I'm guessing to a lot of you as well. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, and hopefully you have time amongst all of that to spend time with your little one as well, because that's just precious years. So, thank you so much for sharing that, especially at the last minute.
Yeah, no problem.